Grand rising, wonderful souls, and welcome to Bronwen's Tarot. This is a timeless collective reading on what is coming forward. I hope you guys are having an awesome day wherever you are. If you are a new face, welcome in. If you're an old one, welcome back. Thank you for your likes, your shares, your comments, your subscribes. Thank you for your donations. They're highly, highly appreciated, and thank you for your emails. I am a little bit backed up with my emails, so if I haven't responded, it doesn't mean that I haven't seen them. Please be patient with me and I will get back to you, okay? So thank you for your emails of confirmation, emails just sharing your stories, and emails booking readings. Please remember there is someone still here and there going through the comment sections, pretending to be me, pretending to be a pastor, pretending to be a friend. They're not, especially if it says WhatsApp, okay? I do not have WhatsApp. The only way to get in contact with me is by looking in the description box at that row of blue arrows with my email, okay? So please do not have the wool pulled over your eye by a con man or con woman. If you see any of those responses, please just block and report them. And with that being said, remember that the energy that I pick up on is fluid, okay? And it's not a personal reading, so it may not all resonate with you. But with it being fluid, that means it can be past, present, or future. And also, if I say male, if I say female, if I say he, she, masculine, or feminine, we hold both of those energies. So please just take what resonates. Okay, let's get into it. Do you know what? Last night I had a dream. And what I remember from it was being in a warehouse of sorts, and there were some really blinding lights. And I asked my guides this morning, was that an investigation or was it a meeting? And I was told it was both. So it was a meeting of some sort of secret meeting in a warehouse, okay? Those bright lights, it was almost like trying to illuminate parts of someone's brain or psyche. And I was shown almost like a model house of someone's home, if that makes sense. And it showed me, because yeah, look, you've got invasion, boundaries violated, and dominance. It showed me there's a program on Netflix called Lock and Key, and I'm sorry if you can hear noise outside, the builders are at it again. Lock and Key, and in that program it's about this family that end up having these magical keys, and each one of them helps them to possess a skill of some sort. So one might be for strength, one might be to get into someone's house round the back. And I saw it was like a model of someone's home, okay? And with this meeting in a warehouse and those bright lights, it was giving me that question, who's under the spotlight? What is it that they're trying to look for? Because you've got the signs are with you already. So you need to watch out, because yeah, look, magical space clearing time. Oh, of course they'd start up. You know what? It has been quiet this entire day. The minute I start filming, they're at it. But I'm going to just push through it, and I do apologise for any inconvenience, if it's uncomfortable, if you don't like the sounds, but I have to push through it. Now, let's have a look. Yeah, there you go. So you've got here a powerful energy shift in reverse, and then you've got it's a time to be brave. There's something that they're looking for. Because I heard doubt of the collective. Doubt of the collective. Now that is interesting. And let's see, should I take these? Yes, okay. And it says here, from death comes rebirth and love is strange. There's something here about trying to find out if a light one, whether that is you, the person you're thinking of, or another light one, has gotten over some sort of grief, okay? And them really not wanting this to happen. All right, so they're definitely searching. It's almost like, think of your brain as a home that has many rooms, and each room has a memory, or it has something that's repressed, or it may have something joyful in it, or it has information. They're looking for something specific, okay? So they're trying to search certain rooms, a little bit like that program Lock and Key, going in and seeing what they can find with a bright spotlight. And I'm also getting that energy of, the lights are so blinding because they don't want you to see what it is that they're doing. Because I heard to trick you. And let's see what else wants to come out. And you've got fated to suffer in reverse. And then this one is hidden. So something's been hidden from them, okay? And with that fated to suffer, I think that they're realizing that whatever it was that they placed there, this energy of grief or this energy of heartbreak, or trying to hold a light one in a cycle of some sort of chaotic energy like the fifth house, hasn't worked. But they haven't been able to figure out how this light one has healed or what wounds are still there. And let's turn it over, and we have, yeah, blinded to pain. How interesting. With that blinded to pain coming out as well, and you've got envy. And you've also got underneath there, 7th house. Whoever it was hoping that there would be some sort of look and daughter romance. They were hoping that there would be some sort of tower that would come in for a light one, or that they do something, because I keep hearing betrayal. They were hoping that this light one would stay hooked or bound to something in their past, that whoever it is that's doing this sees it as a way to hurt them or to keep them, as they see it, weak. And with that envy upside down, this light one is not, they're not interested. They're not playing that game. And 7th house says balance, cooperation, and your partners. Okay, interesting. So they were looking to see whether or not this light one had got to a point where a divine counterpart could come in, because you've also got daughter romance. Okay, so the divine counterpart, and you have to remember our divine counterparts may be those who are the love of our life. They may be the ones that we have children with, or they may be that partner, that business partner that comes in to help you, the person you're thinking of, or another light one, expand whatever creative ideas they have to bring that from an idea phase into a tangible thing, if that makes sense. And you've also got here, look, 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel. So they tried getting in and they were blocked. Whoa, and they were blocked by not just angels, but another energy as well, because I am Kali is here. If you work with Kali, she's extremely protective over, because I heard truth, or the way that you speak your truth, or certain information that she wants you to keep, not keep to yourself, but for it not to be stolen, like I almost like your intellectual property, because underneath you've got tied up here, okay? And it's upside down. Something's been released. There's some sort of block that's been released. And you've also got here, inspire others, be prepared to sacrifice for, yielding is the only way to, and this is Neptune, okay? I want to pop this one over here. How interesting. And Aries and Mars. Someone has been really trying to push into a light one's psyche, because I heard dream downloads, the way that you download information from the cosmos, because Aries is also to do with your identity, how you see yourself and how others perceive you. And then you have Mars, okay, which is a very confrontational, fiery energy. So someone has definitely here, ooh, especially with love is strange and it's time to be brave, upside down, someone was trying to push into a light one psyche. It was almost like they wanted to, because you've got surrender here, okay? There's a lot of fire energy coming out. You've got full moon in Leo, don't let pride get in your way, surrender, and daughter spirit. There was a push, and luck is on your side. I'm sorry, I can't see that, can you? Luck is on your side. Someone here was really trying to push into a light one's energy field, into their psyche, into their dream state, because there's someone's turned a corner with what they've learned. It's not just about healing, it's about learning, and not just learning how to protect or learning how to ground or learning how to send it back, but learning about themselves. And I heard past mistakes, because we all have them. There are regrets that we all have, whether that's big or small. And there's something here where this light one turning a corner in how they alchemize their pain into gold, how they release certain things. And whatever binding was placed on a light one, it's been removed. And whoever it was that sent this, or whoever it was that's trying to get into a person's psyche, they're trying to figure out how they did that. Because I heard 10 steps ahead. They want to figure out how they did that, because they keep trying. There's some sort of cord to do with the 5th house, and again Leo, okay, to do with romance, love, and also chaos. It's about disruptions, as I'm getting those over here. Okay, because again, if this is about divine counterparts, especially with the 7th house coming out, they want to know how they can bring in a disruption, because I heard things are moving fast. Because look, your hard work is paying off, and it's upside down. New moon in Capricorn. And then you've got moon. Somebody is really, really in their feelings that they haven't been able to make this disruption, because our 10th house and career and our divine counterparts, they're linked. It's linked in how we, how we create, how we move forward, how we heal, how we grow. And our divine counterpart coming in, whether that is business partner or that is for romance, it's coming in at divine timing. So the way that, we progress on our healing path, will then be dependent in when our divine counterpart comes in, because they're mirroring more or less what is happening to us is very similar in what's happening to them. And the disruptions that are coming in for this light one, they're also mirroring and happening to this divine counterpart. And whoever it is, they cannot figure out, and especially with 4 on there, this is a family member. Okay, you have a family member, whether that is the nucleus or whether that is expanded and outside of the nucleus of the home. And look, I told you, 5th house. I knew the 5th house would come out here. And it says, with the trust of a child, fun, romance, and making art, do it dramatically. Okay, there's something here about the way that this light one expresses themselves. It's the way that they connect to their creativity. It's not only helping them to heal, helping them to protect, but it's bringing in the right people at the right time. And with this, luck is on your side, especially with 9th house. Somebody has given absolute trust to the divine, to the cosmos, to, you know, universal life source or God or Allah, whatever you name it as. And it's knocking down whoever it was who was trying to place a block here. Because you've got here 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel. Then you have surrender. Your hard work is paying off. There's a message in here also for whoever it is that has been trying to manifest more abundance or more money, and it hasn't been coming in, to just surrender to it. Okay, and when I say surrender, I don't mean give up. I mean, let yourself know this is temporary. Whatever's being sent is being sent back. And if there's a delay for a reason, because no matter if a tower or an obstacle or a hill or a challenge, no matter whose hand places it there, if the divine is allowing it to come forward, there's a reason for that, which means there's a lesson to be learned, or there's a reason why it's been delayed, because maybe the other person, that divine counterpart, is not ready just yet, and that delay gives them enough time to get to the point where you two can meet, can be in union. Okay, and this is something that I think our adversaries don't realize, is that every time they send something, it's in divine timing. It's all in divine timing. So all the things that they're sending are just making your light one stronger, more patient, more more grateful, and more grounded. So there's that, especially with this 5th house. Okay, now 5th house, when I think of this, it is romance and love, and how we receive love, how we love others, but it's how we deal with conflict. Okay, and I think that's something else that they were trying to have a look in there, especially with those bright lights trying to illuminate a light one's psyche, trying to figure out what would bring them down, what would aggravate them so much that they'd be triggered into a wound or triggered into react, especially with the moon card coming out. But all they've done is triggered their own wounds, because they are not healing, they're not looking at that. And when I place this over here as well, there's this is reminding me of the last reading that I did, talking about a live chat blowing up. And you know, people more or less calling whoever it was who was pretending, who was catfishing or, you know, faking being very positive and very grounded and very healed. Whoever this person is may be linked in. But this here, there's been a massive reaction, because it says the nurturing of feelings caused by and reactions. And then you've got your hard work is paying off and luck is on your side. This person, whoever it is that has been pushing this energy towards a light one, has more or less thrown their rattle out the pram and had a massive wobbler, because not only can they not see what the next step is of this light one, because those lights that are supposed to be blinding that light one from seeing what's going on has ended up blinding them. They're blocked off. Not only are they blocked off, if you've got Kali Ma on your light team, or you have an energy like Kali Ma, they do not stand a chance, because Kali is both, you know, the giver of a life, but she also will take it as well. This is not an energy to be messing about with. It's not, because it looks also, when I look down these cards, that this powerful energy shift is coming towards a light one. They may be already going through it, and as we go into, you know, Scorpio season, it's about releasing it's releasing what we no longer need, which is why surrender is here. It's also to do with, you know, mysteries, intimacy, sex. I'm trying to think what else is in the 8th house, but this is a very, you know, a very strong water sign that is connected. And what I see is that the way that we manifest, especially in this month, is linked to emotions. It's linked to how balanced we are. It's also looking at the aspects that we keep hidden. And with that community post that I put up about, you know, Scorpio season, and about how this change is going to break some, bless some, help others grow, and make others accountable. This energy here, they're pushing without really, I heard, why did I hear nuanced? What's nuanced? Because I heard these people are naive. Whoever's doing this works with moon magic or moon water or casting under the moon, but doesn't really take into consideration the energy that comes from certain planetary alignments within the zodiac signs, within someone's birth chart. And they're casting all of this stuff within a time frame that's about releasing, that's about justice, it's about people's comeuppance, so to speak, where we are responsible for our actions, where karma comes into play. And they're still trying the most. They're literally still trying the most. Someone here is actually, someone doesn't want to admit that they failed, that they did something and it didn't work. Because with this here, don't let pride get in your way, full moon in Leo. Somebody manifests something, or someone boasted that they did something, and now they're in their feelings because it didn't happen. There was something here about trying to do some sort of love spell, and it keeps coming up like this love hex or love spell. They keep trying it, and they keep trying different ways of doing it, and they ended up with whoever it was they were trying to bind leaving them. Yeah, in their south node. In their south node. And every time I move my arm, it keeps knocking this one, and it says, Fairy of the Highlands, it's time to be brave. And it's upside down. They were trying to push the energy of grief and doubt towards someone. Okay, or they wanted, especially with this Mars energy in Aries here, this was about pushing that illusion towards others that looked at this light one, that this person was someone that you should stay away from. Because with that, it's time to be brave upside down. And love is strange. It was almost like saying this person is confidently wanting to be alone. That kind of energy of trying to, it's like some sort of separation spell is going on at the same time. Because you've got 5th house and you've got south node. They're projecting how they're feeling at the moment. Because I heard everyone left me. Because you've got here, yeah, anxiety about trouble. There will not be, and then I looked over on the 5th house, there will not be fun, romance and making art. Okay, anxiety. And then it says with the trust of a child, trouble doing it dramatically. There's definitely some sort of fallout over a child, or over someone having a child. Okay, because I heard you're not supposed to have one. Or they didn't want you to have one. And let's find out why. Why did they say that? Let's have a look. You've got good juju upside down. So someone definitely tried to send some sort of hex or some sort of curse or just some bad juju towards a light one. They were supposed to be bringing in some sort of calamity or some sort of, I heard lack of Midas touch, and it didn't work. And that's why they're in their feelings. Let me see, yeah, because you've got here 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron. Okay, someone works with Archangel Metatron and it's literally removed anything that's been sent over. Because I heard the house clearing was fantastic. I'll place that over here. They were really trying to remove any, I heard balanced feng shui in someone's home. Now that can be someone's actual home or it can be the 5th house, but I keep seeing that image of a model house and being able to take the roof off and placing something in their home. And I heard 12 rooms make a full set. So it's almost like someone's become very creative in how they are trying to do this, or how they're trying to stop a light one. With 12 rooms, that's your 12 houses, and placing things in different rooms. Okay, very creative. 10 out of 10 for effort, I suppose. Because look, yeah, Angel of Love and Speak Up. They were hoping that placing something in the 5th house room, so to speak, would bring in a separation or bring in an argument, bring something in. And I heard, I don't like that you know me so well. So someone here, a light one, whether that is you, the person you're thinking of, your divine counterpart, somebody hit the nail on the head with something that was said or an action that was, you know, taken or completed, and it outed whoever it is that's doing this, and they saw this, and they don't like that this light one can tap into their energy, or just claircognizantly knows who they are at the core level, because they hide this from others, and they don't understand how they can't hide this from you or the person you're thinking of. And you've got your commitment is being tested in reverse. Let me pop this over here. Well, that's very, very interesting, because when I look down here, it's more or less letting you know that whatever it is that they're trying to send, you've already passed a test. So this is almost like just what's the word, almost like disruptions, but these disruptions are going to clear. Because when I look down here, you've got envy in reverse, then to daughter romance, to daughter spirit, luck is on your side, and your commitment is being tested upside down. This is almost, this to me is a message from spirit, or from divine, you know, from the divine oneness of all, saying that you've passed this test because you haven't, it's not even sunk down to their level. You haven't allowed what it is that's being sent to you to distract you on a vibrational level. It hasn't allowed you to go, do you know what? I'm going to act from this wound. I'm aware this wound is here, but I'm not acting from that. And because of that, this daughter romance is wide open, and luck is on your side. So this is about dating scene. This is about marriage and getting engaged. This is also about money as well, because luck on your side, with this being new moon in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is about your faith, your philosophies. It's about travel. There's something coming up for a light one. I love this. But with your commitment is being tested and it's upside down, you're just being given a heads up that whoever's sending this is doing this to try and disrupt this forward path. But it's not a test, because you've been past this test. This is just a reminder. This is a reminder, whatever's coming up, like the disturbances with the builders, keep pushing through. Keep going. I could have stopped filming and gone, oh, I'm going to wait. Oh, I'm going to wait. No, push through it, seriously. Okay, anything else that would like to come out, please and thank you. Well, let's have a look, see. And a woman holding a heart and divine lineage. So this is who's trying to do this. And I said family member, and the thing is that I have learned through my experience, this is just my, you know, it's my opinion, not fact, is that you can be born into a karmic family, or you can be born into a family that isn't actually not bonded through your divine lineage, and that, you know, we can be placed there because we need to learn things, almost like training wheels, as we grow older, and the experiences that we have actually fortify what it is that we had to go through, if that makes sense. And it's not just about, you know, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. No, there's a family member who is extremely salty or extremely in their feelings that they are not of the same lineage. And for many people that watch this channel, they have royal lineage. There's royal lineage that goes all the way back to the first people. Now, woman holding the heart upside down, there's somebody in the family that's extremely angry because when they found this out, they found out that they weren't. And I know that that can be extremely disempowering, to find out that a sibling or a cousin or an auntie or someone that you're related to has a different lineage and has a different purpose. However, we all have a purpose, all of us. We are all on this earth to do something in the means of lighting up other people. Not everyone is a light worker, but everyone has a purpose, and whoever it is, rather than them, you know, accessing their own crown chakra and finding out what it is that they should be doing, they're walking like this, okay? But they've blocked themselves. They've completely blocked themselves. And again, I didn't see there's a 4 on here. What's going on here? Someone told a lie about, I heard what they did. Someone told a lie about what they did, because here with this good juju and love is strange. Because I heard she cast it, or they cast it up against my partner, or against my man, or against my wife. They're telling people that the reason why they act the way they do is because this light one did something to them to cause them to have a tower. Oh, let's have a look. And you've got here Archangel Michael, first chakra. This person is very unstable. Okay, I place it over here. This person's also, it's almost like they had an opportunity to grow and the door's been closed on them because they didn't take that responsibility. And the thing is, what's been coming up in a lot of my reads lately is talking about the root chakra. Our root chakra is formed in utero. This is my understanding, that it's formed in utero. It is the first chakra that we have and that we experience life from and perceive connections to others and the world around us as children. And it's not until about, what, 8, 9 or 10 years old that we start forming the other ones, which means we perceive everything from safety, stability, material wealth, our identity, love, everything through our root chakra. Now, with it being upside down, this is also saying something about this person's childhood, because I heard comparing. Something about comparing this light one's, the way that they were brought up to the way that they were brought up, and feeling very like they don't know who they are, and then finding out that they're not even the same as that light one, and it bringing in a lot of them being vexed. And with that speak up here next to the moon card, somebody had I heard a fiery climax, or someone, they want to say something to this light one. I heard they want to have it out, and I'm getting the 5th house drama again, and you've got Temple Path upside down. So they were lying. Someone lied about this light one and the path that they're on. Because I heard they're trying to pick up the pieces from their, whatever it is that they said. They outed themselves when they said it, and they're now trying to pick up those pieces and backtrack. Where did I hear that? Please and thank you. Tell me more, please and thank you. What do I need to see? Okay, and I've also been told to take this blue one. Hostilities. They're trying to backtrack, but I heard fake, fake, fake. Because you've also got shame in reverse. And then you've got nothing will come of this situation. Nothing will come of this situation. Whoever it is that's coming forward, and especially when I put it over here with your commitment is being tested in reverse, nothing will come of this situation. So no matter what it is that they're sending, oh my gosh, it's going to blow over. Seriously, like in a hot minute, it's just going to blow over. Because you've also got here a new romantic cycle begins, new moon in Libra, and fragmentation. This is pointing me to kind of encourage anyone that resonates with this to look back at timelines or past timelines that you felt disempowered in, or your voice wasn't heard, or you just weren't happy where you were, and not to get you to focus on how you felt, but who it was that created that for you. Because as much as we are co-creators of our own experiences. You know, we are, you know, we're not victims of things just happening to us, and that is my personal experience or my personal opinion. However, there's something here about looking back at that timeline, because with your hard work is paying off. This person is looking, and this seems to be a running theme that's coming up in a lot of my reads, is they're trying to look back at times when we were disempowered, or times before we had our spiritual awakening, or times when we were stuck in a karmic cycle where we hadn't learned what it was the universe was trying to offer us just yet, and trying to hold that energy over, as they've, you know, as the divine has shown me, one of the houses with it, like one of the rooms that they've placed something in, and right now it seems to be the 5th house. And I've just heard someone say, and the 9th house, because the 5th house, love, romance, drama, and you know, and creativity, it's your heart space. But your 9th house is your faith. It's how you have faith in yourself, how you have faith in, you know, motivation to go forward, but also your faith in connecting to the cosmos. Now with this here, there seems to be the wish to make it look like a light one will not have a new romantic cycle, or this light one will always be alone, or this light one will be in a relationship where you know, there's no love. This is what they're trying to send in, and especially with fragmentation, because fragmentation is my mental health card. Now please remember that I am not a licensed therapist in any way, shape or form. I am, you know, I am a psychology student, as in that I did do introduction to counselling skills, but that's it. That's all I have, and I'm not a mental health worker in any way. So me saying this is just me intuitively reading these cards. Please, 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 if you feel like you need mental health support, please reach out to those services before taking any advice from me, okay? But with that being said, this being my mental health card and fragmentation being this way, it's about the energy that I'm getting is that they're wishing to pull on a past timeline energy and place it here, okay? So if, for example, a loved one suffers from PTSD or suffers from postnatal depression, for example, or from anxiety, take what resonates. There's something here about trying to heighten that, especially as we go through Scorpio season, because as I said, Scorpio season is about bringing up those things that have been repressed or wrongdoings and claiming justice for it. But you have to remember that with Scorpio in their darker side, they can become quite explosive in how they express themselves, and there's no judgment here whatsoever. But just be aware of this. This is what they're trying to bring in, because you've got wounded healer upside down, Sekhmet. So it's very much about trying to get a light one to unbalance themselves, and I didn't even realize that that number condensed is a 6, which is about balance. Now Sekhmet, the wounded healer, Sekhmet is a wonderful energy, and she has, for me, this Kali and Sekhmet, okay, they could be besties, because their energy is the same in that they will heal with one hand and they will cut down foes with the other. With it in reverse, this is talking about trying to make a light one sit in pain rather than alchemizing it and only want to chop heads without actually stopping and reviewing what it is that's being sent before having, you know, that actionable step to go forward. Because you've got here, yeah, I knew this was family, because you have here your second chakra, which is your sacral chakra, which is family ties. Someone here is really vexed. Someone from the family is really vexed that they have been blocked off, because this goes back to the start of the reading, talking about that spotlight and there being like this secret meeting. Somebody is really vexed that they have been blocked off, because Archangel Metatron is also here for the third eye. So it's the way that you get downloadable images, or how you have vivid dreams, or how you get your aha moments. And whoever this is in the family, they've been cut off, but they're also sitting in their pain and they do not wish to alchemize, or they don't know how to. Now you may have a family member who has mental health issues that they're not getting support for, or they don't know how to get support for, okay? And you also have downcast pride upside down. Now if I place it here, this is somebody who with it upside down hides the fact that either they need support, or hides the fact, I heard vehemently wants to take this light one down. And you've got parasites and community. Now parasites in reverse. There's something here about someone being outed from this community. Now this can be a community of friends, okay? So this could be 11th house Aquarius, looking at social constructs, looking at social circles, friends. But also there's something here about somebody was removed from this community. Someone was kicked out of a friendship circle. But I'm getting this energy of, ooh, okay. Now if I put this over here, especially next to new moon in Capricorn, your hard work is paying off. Someone tried to attach something more than just slander, more than just a bit of chaos. They tried to place some sort of parasite, either etherically, and I had succubus or incubus. They tried to attach it. I heard through the moon. They got outed for it. They got outed for it. And this is reminding me of one of my readings that was talking about this person trying to infiltrate spiritual groups, whether that's, you know, in person or on social media, that this light one's on under a false account, but under false pretenses, just to see what they were doing. They've been kicked out of a lot of these, because whatever groups, and that won't resonate for all of you, because not all of you are on social media, or not all of you are go in person to these spiritual groups, whether that's meditation, women's circles, you know, going away for a weekend in a sanctuary or something like that. It will only resonate for certain people. But there's something here about whatever groups that they were actually going under these fake names. Well, those people then became aware and kicked them out. But there's something else here. within the group that they were in themselves, and people seeing the signs, especially if the signs are with you already, coming out right at the start. Somebody saw them for who they were and kicked them out, or said, get out of here. How does that link into that family member? You've got here, in Libra, relationships, the beauty of, do it with your partners. And someone's partner either left them for doing this, or has outed them to the rest of their friends for doing something. Anger and chains. This goes back to this love spell, and their love spell not working. Okay, and you've got the energy is gaining momentum. Now, ooh, so something bad is happening to them, because you've got good juju in reverse. Okay, downcast pride upside down. This person's very imbalanced because there's something that's now attached to them, especially with this divine lineage. What is it that's attached to them? What's attached to them? Please and thank you. Why am I being shown this? What's attached to them? Now, do you want this up or down? A hook. There's some sort of hook. Okay, so that divine lineage in reverse, I'm sorry if you can't see it there. That divine lineage, let me place them up a little bit higher so you can see these. They've attached something to themselves that they were trying to attach to this light one, whether that is you, the person you're thinking of, your divine counterpart. Okay, they were trying to attach something to a light one's solar plexus. And do you know what? I had this feeling because when I woke up, this weekend has gone really slow for me. There's been lots of distractions, lots of things happening. You know, there's a sickness bug going around, then I've got all the distractions with the builders. And I kept waking up and going, I'm just so tired, I want to go back to sleep. And I wondered why. So I asked my guides and they said to me, there's a hook. And I said, where? And they said, solar plexus. So this morning I did a nice big clearing transmission to remove that, and then hey, I've got my motivation back. Here I am doing all my readings and so on and so forth. They tried to attach something to a light one solar plexus, and I felt this morning. And I knew that the thing is as well is that the hook that I removed was a teeny tiny little baby one. There have been attempts before, for me personally, where they've tried to send astral spears. That stuff don't work with me, seriously. But the person that's trying to attach to them is the man downstairs, because the man holding the coin is always my, you know, it's my devil energy card. So whether that is actual habits, when you think of the devil energy card, or the devil card, you know, whether that's habits, toxic traits, you know, chaos, staying in karmic cycles, but it can also be the man downstairs or demonic energy, okay, because it's the guy who's supposed to be gorgeous, and I don't know why they're using like some old school 80s looking guy, but holding this massive coin, like, I can give you the world if you want it, with it being upside down. This is what they tried sending towards a light one, but a light one solar plexus was too strong. And that blinding light at the start that was supposed to be illuminating parts of this light one psyche, all it did was blind them, and they didn't realize that the light that they were trying to shine towards a light one was actually the reflection of that massive glow coming from a light one solar plexus. This is our place of personal power and joy, okay? Someone stands very strongly in their sovereign fire and their sovereign power, because it removed any attachments. But this is also a cord or a contract, okay? And I like this. I like this for my light ones, that, you know, our words of personal power are extremely powerful. They're so powerful, and revoking any contract that's been written in your name and just saying, I revoke this and I send this back to where it came from, is enough to get rid of it. It's enough to get rid of it. Now you've also got revenge here. Ooh, so somebody's really salty, okay, because they keep comparing themselves to this light one, and they want to know why this light one is not in the same position they are, or has more opportunities to grow, to prosper, to be in that Empress energy card, you know, the Empress energy card, irrespective of gender, and why they are not. It's left them really unbalanced, because I heard, who am I? Who am I? Why am I attracting this energy over here? Why can I not attach this energy to a light one? Okay, show me more. Please and thank you, please and thank you. And the thing is, this is the reason why I encourage a lot of those who watch to do that energy check, that, you know, and how you tap into your intuition every morning, asking yourself how you feel, asking, you know, and whatever emotion that comes up, is it your emotion, is it someone else's? Because the more that you do that, the quicker you can pick up on things that have been sent. So for example, that teeny tiny little baby fishing hook that was sent towards me, I picked up on that straight away, because I do that every day, every morning, every evening. And it's like literally having a splinter and popping it out, and then, you know, and it's gone. The more you do this, the quicker you are going to feel when someone sent something, and the more you do that, the more you trust your own answers that come to you. Okay, now what else would like to come out? Let's have a look. There you go, you've got the thinking man, and you have the child I was meant to be. What was I saying? There's someone here. That child I was meant to be is the childhood card. You know, this is definitely a sibling or a cousin or someone along those lines, but someone who has a weak solar plexus, or it's imbalanced, because they do not, they don't know how to connect with their inner child, because their inner child is so wounded. And I place no judgment there whatsoever, because the only way that we heal and grow is by facing it, and by recognizing it, and by sitting with it, and then pouring love into it. Okay, but this person here does not wish to do so. Okay, and this is why their temple path is the other way round, because you have the thinking man. The thinking man is about deceit. You look at this man, he's got a beautiful crystal in one hand, but where's his other hand? What's he doing with the other hand? This is all about distractions, you know. So whoever this person is was not only tempted by the darkness because they didn't really know how to shine, but this person is trying to, because I heard swap energies, or they're trying to figure out how to take you down because they want what you have. Tell me more. That one wants to come out. Let's have a look. And because I heard you can't be happy without me. You can't be happy without me. And I've got rest and rejuvenation, up or down, as it is. This is about a complete cycle coming to an end as well, because that number at the top condensed to 10 is about endings. It's about full completion. Now it says on here rest and rejuvenation. All right, so there's definitely, this person is trying to get into a light one psyche and into their dream downloads, because they want to see what the next step is for this light one, because if they know what the next step is, they think that they can intervene. There's something here that they can either swap destinies, or there's something here about changing energies. Tell me more about that, please and thank you. Aquarius. Okay, so again, this is friendship circles. This is social circles. You said it, yeah, and your vision, what's new and different about, use an unconventional way and, okay, they want to know what your next step is. Because I heard happy ever after, or happy ever ending, something along those lines. Your vision, they want that intellectual property. This is not just about, you know, taking your light or your energy, or I wish I was you. There's something here about wanting to take intellectual property so they get there first. And it's not even that they want it, it's something about constantly being in competition with this light one, even though the light one isn't. Because you've got here 11th house again. There you go. And it says here, freedom, associations, your circle of friends. And they want to take what is yours. Because you've got cornucopia underneath as well. Now let's see. Yeah, peaceful amongst thorns. This person seems to thrive in chaos energy. And they thrive in chaos energy because to heal, it is uncomfortable healing. Grief doesn't feel nice, but it's necessary when we want to move forward, when we want to shed that skin of old, or when we just want to heal from something that really hurt. It is uncomfortable. But when you run from that uncomfortableness, I've just made a word up, or when you know, when you don't wish to look at what hurts, it remains, it's always there. And whoever this is does everything they can not to look at their own wounds, because to look at your own wounds means to take accountability for encouraging them to get deeper and for projecting out onto others. Okay, and you've got truth here and peaceful amongst thorns. This person, that's the truth. This person, especially with orange, this is all to do with family. This person has got used to dysfunction. They've got used to it. They don't like it. They don't like it in any way, shape or form, because who likes any kind of dysfunctionality, whether that's in relationships, in the way that we see ourselves, whether that is job or love or money. Dysfunction does not help us in any way, shape or form. But to, like I said, to remove dysfunctionality means to call yourself out for why you've stayed there for so long, or what was your part in creating that. Because you've got truth coming out again in 6th house, services to others, what is good for us, and your work. There's something about the way that you move forward in how you serve others, through kindness, through compassion, but also through speaking your words of truth. Because I'm seeing, I have another deck and it says warrior woman on one of the cards, and it is a woman wearing all armor like Archangel Michael, holding this big flame sword, and it says, have you what's the word, have you stepped up to your calling? There's something here with your 6th house and how you analyze such stuff. And this is bringing us back, because again, your 6th house is about organizing, compartmentalizing, and it's reminding me again of that house that I saw at the start with the 12 rooms. There's something here about the way that you speak also, through compassion, through kindness, but also like the Queen of Swords, with a cutting tongue, not to hurt, but to set boundaries, okay? And speaking your truth on family matters seems to be knocking down whatever it is that's being sent. And this person doesn't like it because it outs them for being unhealed, because they sit in their ego. Anything else? Can I get a bit of advice before I go, please and thank you? Let's see what the advice is. Grief, I told you. If they're sending grief, okay, and that resonates because there is something that you're grieving over, honor that energy, okay? Because what they don't realize is, like I said before, everything that they're sending is a lesson from the universe, whether that's a lesson on how we protect ourselves, a lesson on how we return to sender, or a lesson on how we ground our emotions and honor the ones that are a little bit more volatile. Now, with this energy of grief coming through, especially with it next to the child I was meant to be, if you have a sibling or an estranged family member that you grew up with, and this resonates for you, this is almost asking and encouraging you over Scorpio season to take time to grieve for, you know, memories of past, especially if you grew up with somebody that you loved and they turned on you, or they lent on you too much, or they had narcissistic traits. Grieve for yourself, forgive yourself, send love into that, and as it says here, and then surrender that to the divine. Anything else that would like to come out? You've got envious gluttony. There's something here also about ensuring that you are caring for your temple, okay, whether that's the temple of your mind or the temple of your body. And that, especially with Virgo coming out, Virgos are very hard workers, they're very conscientious workers, and if you're getting this energy of, you know, ticking all the boxes off, making sure that you're working, taking care of the family, or if you have pets, having to look after them, if you have a lot of responsibilities, this month of Scorpio, you're being asked to ensure that you are taking time for yourself, that you're taking time for your body, for your mind, for your spirit, even if it's only small things that you do daily, like having a hot bubble bath, or going for that walk by yourself, without your kids, without your friends, without anyone else around, just for you. Anything else that would like to come out? Appreciation. Yeah, because this person is definitely sending that energy of it's just ill will. It's like bitterness and ill will. And I keep hearing Ho'oponopono. Someone needs to listen to that, okay? Ho'oponopono. Anything else that would like to come out before I go? Okay, shine. Shine, I think that is quite self-explanatory, shine. And I'm seeing this, as much as that is a goat, I'm seeing that as Capricorn, okay? This is to do with your money. Why did I get, especially with thinking man underneath, there's something here about trying to make you miss the opportunity when it comes to work, okay? But you've got attachment here as well. Something's definitely been released from a light one. Something that was bound has been removed, and as it's being removed, other people are seeing what this person has done, or these people are doing. Adjacent possibilities. Now, if I place this over here, there's something going on with that inner community, and the way that they continue to talk about it is really dependent on, especially when I look over here, And it says relationships, the beauty of do it your way, do it with your partner, and it's Libra. Okay, and this is to do with justice. There's something here about if someone's trying to poke you or poke the bear, the proverbial bear, your reaction will depend on how people view this situation. Okay, South Node, there will not be, and then it says anxiety about and trouble. So someone here is definitely sitting in their South Node, trying their best to get a reaction. And this seems to be the running theme, that just trying to get a reaction from a light one. What needs to come out? What needs to come out? Sagittarius, your highest ideals, the rules of get it out to the world, and then you've got rage in reverse. So you are just being told to throw loads of love over it, okay? And that does not mean that if somebody is slandering your name, that you are not to stick up for yourself, that you are not to, you know, right that wrong. What this means, and this is what the divine is trying to let you know or encourage you to know, is that as this other person in your family is doing this, do not match their energy, because you have got Medusa here and it says rage and it's in reverse and the number condenses down to a 5. There's something here about them, they're trying any way, which way they can to bring a tower in. There's something here about trying to backtrack on what they've said and to the community that they've said it to, whether that is friends, family friends, other family members, whether that's a wider community, maybe that's where you live. They're trying to backtrack and get any type of reaction they can, because if they can get a reaction, if you slip into your South Node and cuss that person out and they've recorded it or they've heard it, that can go through the rumour mill and it brings them back into validation. Excuse moi. Ooh wee. Oh my goodness. So yeah, this is again to do with your faith and philosophies. I am going to leave it there because my throat is so dry. If this resonated for you and you are new and you liked what you heard, I'd love for you to hit on the like, the subscribe and on the notification bell so you can see more of my content. If you are a returning subscriber, as always, I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. And anyone that would like to have a private reading, all of my information is down in the description box below. But with that being said, my dog's just come in for some cuddles. With that being said, I hope you guys have an awesome morning, afternoon, evening or night, wherever you are in the world. And I will catch you later. Bye guys.